Hi, Aquarius. Welcome to the channel and welcome back to the channel for your weekly energy check-in for all things Aquarius. Everything you need to know about me is in the description of the video below. So in your pre-shuffle, we got the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles is all about abundance. She is pre-empress energy. She's known in the streets that way. She's known for being independent, a single person. Normally she's surrounded in a garden with a bunch of pentacles, which represent usually money and abundance, but abundance of every kind. Okay, and the fact that she's mastered her surroundings. She's typically pictured with a falcon, so she's mastered falconry. you know she represents large purchases as well, like homes, cars, like big time investments. So independence, singlehood, master of her surroundings, um, and abundant, big, big, big time abundance. So let's see if she shows up in your reading. What are the overall things? Aquarius. Please, Spirit, please share with me. Things. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands. So that's exciting. The Eight of Wands is about action, communication, hasty action. So very, very, very fast movement. It is also known as, and it's usually communication and messages through text, email, DMs, the internet, things like that. And it also is known as Cupid's arrows. So like being hit in the butt by Cupid's arrows. So let's see what it means for you. All right, let's channel this. It looks like love, might not be. By the time I get to the end, I can glance at it and be like, oh, I think the reading's about this. But then we start going through it and I'm like, hmm. hmm. So, all right. So, Aquarius, right now, your energy is the Five of Wands. So, Five of Wands is about conflict, competition. It can be about internal conflict, but typically it's external conflict. At this level, it's usually like your mama jokes and elbowing, throwing bows, and like competing for the girl at the end of the bar type stuff. So, no blood has been drawn yet. We are just either competing uh, maybe for a partner or in business, for however you might have to compete for positions, or just in general. Some businesses are competitive. Like in my real life, I'm a real estate agent. You gotta you gotta be ready to like knock someone out on the daily. So just that kind of energy where you kind of have to hold your own, stand your position, push yourself ahead, that kind of stuff. Difficulties is the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles can be a single parent card. I get that a lot. It's usually about being left out in the cold or being left out of something. Definitely indicates financial problems. So with it being in the difficulties, either, you're being competitive and afraid of maybe being left out or having money issues or something along those lines. Having to compete for money to make sure you're not left out, or you're having to compete because you have so many issues. So it could be you're like trying to get ahead and fix some financial stuff, right? Or put yourself on the in crowd instead of the outside. In the past, we have the Queen of Swords. So she's a very highly intelligent individual. Okay, she does not BS. She puts everything on the table. Um, she expects people to kind of like help themselves, Um, if the King of Swords is the head of the family and knows everything and everybody, she's the neck. Okay, so she knows her way around the BS and to get things going and working in her favor. Now, on the negative side, she can show up as a karmic person, like a karmic relationship. She in her shadow side, she can be unempathetic and selfish and mean for the sake of it. Because when you're smart, things occur to you to say sometimes. And you just unfilter, don't care how it comes out, let heads roll, chips fall where they may, and she has no F's to give about it. So interoperate, she's going to put stuff on the table. She's going to be point blank. There's going to be no emotion involved. This is how it is. This is how it's going to be. This is how it's going to work. Take it or leave it. Here's a Coke and a smile. Have a nice day. So also in your recent past, you have the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is ultimate wish fulfillment. And he's just very proud of himself. He has all his cups. He's got everything he wants and how he wants it. And sometimes there's a little bit of a nah, 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 connotation to this card. But he looks pretty happy, However, so your happiness, or recently you might have kind of laid down the law and you're kind of in this like you put everything on the table, heads rolled, this is what it is, how it's going to be, the end, and you're pretty proud of yourself on that, or you're pretty proud of yourself. She's really good at cutting people out and off, and so if that's something done, you are rather pleased with yourself. Okay. In your goals, you have and she's a air sign. So welcome to the chat, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So in your goals, you have the Page of Cups. Okay. And so all the pages are children. All right. And they are all messengers. And he's like a little love messenger. So a little message from him would be like a like on Facebook or something teeny weeny. Okay. And we just don't forget we have the Eight of Wands. So it could be like some online, endearing, sweet, pure communication coming in, or you want to talk to a kid. This is usually a Pisces, represents a Pisces. Doesn't have to be. It's a cup suit, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But your goal is to kind of do something romantic, be in an admirer, maybe send like a little tiny love heart text message emoji type thing. Um, so because he's a child, he's only capable of the emotion part of it, right? So infatuation, crushes, things like that. So he's not going to be able to articulate how he feels, right? He's not going to like be able to be like, hello, I am very attracted to you. I would like to go out on a date. The most he's going to be able to muster up is like, I like you on Facebook or something like that. Or, a meme or something. Um, because otherwise he'll get really overwhelmed and like go hide under the bed. All right. So that's where you're at. So you've got this crush. Your goal is to kind of get into your heart space, especially if you've been in logic and things like that for a minute. So your goal is to be lovey. All right. In the near future, we have the Four of Swords. So that's like rest, taking a break, taking a time out, self-care time to contemplate. Sometimes for me, this is like a day where I have the covers up and Netflix is playing, but I'm looking at the ceiling fan going, this is what it is. Mm. um, you see yourself as working on something in a group to build things up. You have the Three of Pentacles, so it's about group work, working together, building things, building something from the ground up. Friends, family, coworkers see you as either being overwhelmed or just having so many options. Like you have so many choices and you need to make a decision and your guidance is the Seven of Wands. So this is a little more about conflict. This is about defending yourself in this situation, being defensive or defending yourself in this situation. He definitely has the upper hand. He's on the higher ground. So just remember that. Okay. Just remember that. That's your guidance. Be careful about being defensive. However, just know like your guidance is you have the upper hand in this situation. So while you're resting and contemplating, possibly about having to defend yourself in some sort of situation, you better have your ish together if this already happened and you're resting from it. Or if it's about to happen, you think you're going to have to go another round with it, you should quietly prepare to defend yourself because she's no joke and she knows what's going on. Like she's not really even going to speak. Not a gambler. She's not going to speak unless she knows. She's not going to put herself out there to look um, like a page, right? Not going to happen. Not that girl. Mm-mm. All right. So your outcome is the Knight of Cups. So he is all about um, romance and dates and, really positive love messages. That's how most people see him. Like, you should be expecting some sort of romantic invitation or an invitation of some kind. Um, that sort of thing. Me, it's usually just a message, a positive message. So take what resonates with these two being beside each other and, communication being, oh my gosh, the card right under this is the Two of Cups. We're going love. All right. We're going love with this. Okay. So there's going to be you or someone else is desiring to communicate some sort of loving message, send out an invitation, possibly to get some sort of partnership popping. And I'm saying, go for it, you know, go for it. Compete. Don't put yourself out. Like, don't put yourself in a situation where you put yourself on the outside. Compete, compete, compete. All right. Let's see what the rest of this reading is. Okay. Let's see what your person says. Aquarius, I'm so excited to do a love one today. Okay. Let's see. Spirit, please share with me. What is some overall and significant Aquarius love message? Some overall and significant Aquarius on with a love message. On the deck, Soul Tribe. Awesome. Cup suit is all about intuition and love and, spiritual evolution. So let's take a look. Repeating the past. So we are in Mercury retrograde. So this very well could be somebody coming back in from the past, or you want to come back in from the past and reach out to somebody that maybe you feel left out in the cold from them. Like they put you out, you put them out, you cut them off, you took pleasure in it, right? Taking pleasure in completely cutting someone off and community. So definitely some indication with that, with you being in the Three of Pentacles energy, work groups of people, working with people. I get this a lot when I'm working with attorneys or things like that. Summertime. So the past summer has some significance, especially if you cut them off in the summer. Or the future summertime. Oh, you also have spring equinox. So last spring, last summer. So if you've had some sort of relationship that was like a spring summer thing, you or this person are coming around again, possibly. And this is going under repeating the past. So could be a past person from the spring. And then maybe by the summer you were like, we'll see. Ask more questions is going under community. So if you have friends, family, and coworkers that you can get advice from that are true soul tribe members that have your back, okay, that would be a good idea. Open your heart. Oh, that's so cute. That's going right under summertime. So, if it's not going to your soul tribe to get some counsel, you have the opportunity to be operating within that group by the summertime. If you open your heart up, I just went over all kinds of ways to balance out your heart chakra with Libra. So we'll do it again here. You can wear green, eat green foods, eat unprocessed foods, go to any music outlet for guided meditations and music to heal your heart chakra. There's crystals to heal your heart chakra, okay, like green aventurine and stuff like that. So if you want to reach out to me for some coaching, I'm more than happy to do that. Everything comes, every type of manifestation comes from your heart space. So making sure that's clean and healthy and unblocked and in alignment. Anything intuitive comes from out there, all manifestations, stuff like that. So if we want to bring in our soul tribe by the summertime, it looks like we got to open up our heart, and it looks like that's your goal, honestly, with the page. Okay, sounds good, especially if you were the Queen of Swords in that situation. Good energy shift, you know. um so you know, it could be something this past spring is going to come back where Mercury retrograde. um If this is about a community, just ask more questions or go within your community to ask more questions. It looks like you're doing group work anyway. So whew, open your heart. It looks like that's your goal anyway. We're just getting another little thing. So it's another confirmation of do it, do it, do it, do it. Work on your heart chakra. Do it. All right, so let's see what your person has to, what their feelings are towards you, Aquarius. What are Aquarius overall and their significant feelings towards Aquarius? Share with me. And overall, significant. And overall, and their significant. Cupid zero, just like I told you. All right, Cupid zero. Have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation. Surprise invitation. Okay. Struck by love. All right. Actually, he's the one that gets love sick. Love struck, love sick, infatuated. All right. It's all here in one card. All right. Teddy bear, interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, wanting to date. Duh, we already know. But thanks for the confirmation, Spirit. You are amazing. Blowing kisses, unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love, affection, return. So, you know, the Page of Cups is a pure love, and the Knight of Cups, he's pure, right? And then the Knight of Cups is good intentions. All right. So good reading, Aquarius. I love your reading. Love, unconditional love, self-love, wholeness, affection, attraction, and selflessness. So more confirmation. More confirmation on this is good intentions, pure intentions. Whoever this is coming in for you or you're sharing a liking for, it's positive. It's all positive and pure. Mirror, mirroring. So you both feel like that. I just said that. Mirroring each other, self-reflection, introspection, and inner wounds is going under teddy bear. So just take that as mirroring because this is all positive. We don't have that. I'm almost afraid to keep pulling cards. I want to stop. Partying, time with friends, having fun, happily single, living in the moment. So the initial, like, I think your initial bottom of the deck was the Nine of Pentacles, right? So single and mingling out there. So at least they're available. right? And while their friends, family, and coworkers seeing them as having options, it looks like they like you. The dragonfly, lighthearted and adapt, finding out and change, things coming to light and heal. This is a very spiritual card. The dragonfly is a really spiritual symbol. So in this card, they're saying things coming to light, lighthearted. So you could kind of see this as the Page of Wands or the Ace of Wands if you wanted to, but I would go more towards the dragonfly. So this could be a very spiritual connection for you coming in. These are all positive cards. All positive cards. You have a very your reading is like a big old Valentine. Groups of people, a new love interest. Let me do the soulless first. So let's get what they would say to you. So please share with me what. So you got that right, like their teddy bear blowing kisses, another love confirmation. They're single and available, spiritual connection, they're marrying you, they feel the same way. Okay. To stay to this person. Out on the deck. I'm so afraid I will lose you to someone. Ooh, because you are amazing, Aquarius. All right. Your energy seduces me. Have you truly forgiven me? So if there's something to be forgiven, like if this is somebody from the past, I think hopefully it's like you had to cut them out and cut them off in the past. They're wondering if you forgave them, but they have pure intentions here. We didn't see any narcissist, snake, other woman, third party, nothing. I love your mind. So even that's, you would have to love her mind. If you did not love her mind, it might be impossible to love her. Like it might. If you don't enjoy how she processes things and puts things on the table and stuff like that, I think it would be very difficult to love her. Okay. I will always come back. So of course for Mercury retrograde and they're back. And it's going right under your energy seduces them. So this is going, your energy seduces them, so they always come back, right? Always coming back. I think about you nonstop. All these cards aren't nice, by the way. Okay. I can dig through them and find you some mean ones if I want. So I think about you nonstop. They want to know, like, if you've truly forgiven them. They've been stuck the sword and jabbed them and made them happy and you put them out. Have you forgiven them? Because they're thinking about you now. I'm going to stop. I'm a mess. They love your mind and they are a mess. Just be careful. They're not coming in for you to solve all their problems. But this looks so pure. This looks so pure. And they're afraid they're going to lose you. Yay. That is so beautiful. I seriously just want to leave it there and we'll get you a positive for the rest of the week message. What is piece of advice from the Miracle deck this can carry with them throughout this week? So with me. And the rest of the week. Relinquishing fear. So let me see what this, remember this card. What we do with our fear, our anger, and the clouds that cover the love inside us, relinquish them to God. He removes the veils that hide our true self, that we might stand forth as He created us to be, His beloved children, lights of the world. So be yourself. If you are afraid of stepping up and sending a message or going another round with this person, just do your best to be vulnerable. Like, it's already your goal, right? She's not usually vulnerable. Life did stuff to her. She's smart. She knows how to protect herself and her heart, all right? For this one, you're gonna have to be vulnerable. You're gonna have to be vulnerable like a little kid and use that heart space and take the armor off and take the mask off so that you can move forward on this romantic thing. And it really is beautiful. It really is worth it. So take the mask off, take the armor off, let people see you in your authentic self the way God made you, okay? Don't cover yourself up on this one. That's what I have for you, Aquarius. If you've made it all the way to the end of this video and you would like a personal reading with me, I will honor last week's sale where you can get 60 minutes, a 60-minute tarot read for $100 US. Just email me, grab the email from below. Please assist YouTube in the algorithm with your likes, shares, and subscribes. That's how you're going to get more Aquarius readings. And how this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Aquarius reading message is going to get pushed out to others. And I like interacting with you. Like, I would love to hear how this worked out. It juices me up and it makes my day. All right. So have a really fantastic romantic week, Aquarius. Let me know how it goes.